All right. We don't really have a real intro for this show,
No.
but Caleb, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22 because
Yas. Oh,
this is Yas number 22. This is Yelling at Sports number 22.
yeah. No Tanner again this week, unfortunately. Had to work.
Yeah, had to work. So just us two. 22, two people. A lot of twos. A lot of twos going around here.
Not twos. Eagles just won their second Super Bowl.
The numbers. What does it mean? What does it mean?
Yep. Some more yelling at sports. Did you do anything fun for the Super Bowl? Did you have a big Super Bowl party, or were Bills fans just?
I mean, we had family over and we had a monumental hate watch.
Of course.
So
And it
was
succeeded.
a good time. Yeah,
Succeeded.
and I mean, I posted about this online. I just don't know if there was a podcast out there that had two people that know ball well enough to try to tell people that the Eagles were going to smoke them.
Yeah.
And I haven't found one. If you know one out there, maybe tag us.
Yeah.
No, we clocked that game pretty well, though. Not to brag, but definitely
I think we
to brag.
both said it wasn't going to be close. Like, the Eagles just matched up so much better in every aspect of the game.
Yeah, and honestly, it was even more of a blowout than the score looked.
Yeah.
So much stat padding at the end. I know you said you didn't get to catch a lot of the second half.
Yeah, missed a lot of the second half. I'll talk about that in a second.
But yeah, tons of stat padding going on. It was crazy.
When I left, Mahomes had 50 passing yards in the third quarter.
Yeah.
And it was they had zero. They still had 0 points. So just an absurd amount of stat padding after that. I was actually in Philly for the Super Bowl. A couple guys I work with were like, "Hey, we should go down to Philly. We live like 3 hours away. How crazy would it be if they won and we got to be in the streets with Philly fans?" And it was electric.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
I'll just start with start of the day. I almost didn't go because I worked till midnight the night before and had to wake up to shovel snow at 7:00 on Sunday, and was just by the end of that I was like, man, I don't know if I'll be fun to be around. I'm tired, I'm ready, and then by the time we were about to leave, I was like, you know what? I might as well go. How many opportunities do you have to go to a city that's playing in the Super Bowl? You're close enough within driving distance, and you can just go on a whim. Which going on a whim might not have been the best case scenario because we got there and almost every bar you had to buy tickets to get in. Everything was oh, you have to. It was $100 cover charge to get a ticket, which ended up being unlimited drinks, so that would have been cool. This one place we went to was $15, but they were sold out days ago, I would assume. It was $15 and open bar, which is crazy. Would have been insane.
Yeah.
And then we finally got to a place that had a few seats left at the bar. We got up there and they're like, yeah, it's a $20 cover charge. And we're like, okay, that's fair. $20 isn't too bad. One of the guys I went with left his wallet in New York. So
brutal.
Definitely a bummer. We couldn't get in because obviously they're going to ID because everybody's probably under a microscope at that point. And if you let somebody in and they start getting drinks and something happens and they don't have an ID, he's 24, so doesn't look like a 21-year-old, but I understand. But it just was a shame.
Or at least that's what his fake ID says.
Yeah, that he didn't even have. So, but it was so that kind of was a bummer. But luckily, one of the girls that we work with, her family lives 20 minutes away from the city.
Nice.
Her and a couple other people that we work with were at a Super Bowl party at their house, and So we were like, hey, can we slide through? And they're like, of course. We have so much food and we have some beer, which I didn't drink much. I had 2 beers. But it was awesome to like be that close. And then around, halfway through the third, we decided that we were going to go back to the city, find some parking. And because we said, like, it was an absolute blowout. Like, there's like no chance that the Chiefs could pull that one off. Like, I mean, yeah, it was probably a possibility, but like just at that point, it just wasn't like probably not going to happen.
Yeah,
And
they were getting torched.
They were getting torched in every asset of the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was so sick to be on the streets of Philly. Like, Dreams and Nightmares was pretty much playing on repeat. They're shooting fireworks up off in the middle of the street. Like, every intersection had fireworks going. And just people just like walking around yelling "Go Birds." I couldn't really do it. Like, I don't know. I just felt uncomfortable cheering with them. Like, it was cool to celebrate with them, but
Stolen Valor. Yeah.
yeah. Like, I couldn't do Eagle Chants. I couldn't do Go Birds. Like, one of the guys I was with isn't a Eagles fan, but like anytime someone drove by, he yelled "Go Birds" to him. I'm like, okay, cool, but like I just don't feel.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I want to celebrate with my team when they win.
Yeah.
But
you were basically like Stephon Diggs.
Yes.
But you weren't as sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was watching this.
I was happy for the city of Philadelphia.
I'm watching this so this can be me.
Yeah. But everybody started filing in to like Broad Street and Market Street and all the big streets in Philly. And we were just walking. We saw Elmo. Elmo was there. It was crazy.
That's awesome.
And it was so funny. I just took a picture of him from afar because he also had a tip bucket in his hand. Classic. Just trying to get people to take pictures with him, which is so funny. Like, yeah, I'm going to go to the Super Bowl party and have a tip bucket. But started going, and then all of a sudden, like, everybody just started like pushing, like trying to stampede down the street. And I'm a big guy, so like it's hard to move me. So people were kind of getting mad because I was standing my ground. I was with 4 other coworkers, and I know what happens if someone trips and falls. So I was behind them, just making sure that none of them fell over because did not want anybody to get stepped on. But we essentially like pushed our way all the way to like the main street where everybody was like celebrating, which was awesome. But it wouldn't be Philly if we didn't get to like a place where we thought we could like get out and there wasn't about 50 police officers in riot gear just waiting for a tap to go down, which was hilarious. But yeah, we were only there till like 11-ish, and I know it got like super crazy after that, but it was so cool. Like, people just standing on top of police vans, people on top of and in garbage trucks, and they were celebrating. They were having fun.
In garbage trucks is great.
Yeah, in the back of a garbage truck was crazy. And then I knew it was my cue to go when I just started seeing beer cans just fly overhead, and I was like, "Hey, we should probably start heading out because
probably not ideal."
So we still got to be there for a couple hours and be a part of it. One of the guys I work with is a huge Eagles fan, so it was like,
that's cool.
Just had the biggest smile on his face. But yeah, we had fun.
Should have hit up Frack and told him to meet you out there.
I did call Frack and was like, Frack, guess where I'm at right now, because like my videos weren't going through to the group chat. But he was like, dude, no way. And then I ended up getting service to FaceTime him, and he just had the biggest smile on his face. And then his big brother Nate was also on the phone.
Yes, Alpha Nate.
It was awesome to see big bro Nate. And yeah, it was like, if you get the chance to go, like, obviously if the Bills win the Super Bowl, if you can't get tickets to the Super Bowl, we should go to Buffalo.
Oh yeah, that would be
for
awesome.
The night of the Super Bowl. Like, I plan on looking at the Steelers next time the Steelers are in the Super Bowl, going to Pittsburgh the night of the Super Bowl and finding a place to watch it. Like, it is definitely a bucket list item for a sports fan. Like, even if it's not your team. And I think Philly was a great place to go. Like, I know we talked about going like when the Nationals were in the World Series, like we talked about going the night they won, like going to a bar in DC and Washington. We
Yeah.
never did. Like Super Bowl definitely a big one to go to.
Yeah, that sounds so fun. I wish you could have got a chance to flip a couple cars or something.
Yeah, I kept saying like leading up to it, I was like, dude, we gotta flip a train.
Yes.
It would be so funny.
Throw
But
a Molotov through a window or something.
yeah, they're definitely. I saw a video of this dude with a longboard just smashing the windshield of I don't know if it was a trash truck or what, but I was like, yep, probably saw him. If it was the same trash truck that I took a picture of, I can send you some pictures to put in post edit or post recording edit.
Okay.
Because yeah, it was definitely electric. But dude, shout out like the Eagles. They went out and they dominated.
They were so good. I mean, they were just so much better.
So much better. And who? I do want to say, like I know I joked about it being a hot take, but before the playoffs, I said that the Eagles were the team to beat.
Yeah,
on the show,
and you knew ball, and they ended up finishing the season 16-1.
16-1 is crazy.
Like
the Eagles fans,
the playoffs.
Eagles fans that said that Nick Sirianni should have been fired in like week 2 or 3, and like were crying about losses with injuries and insane. Like Eagles fans, don't forget that. Like next time you doubt Sirianni, like look what he did. Like
yeah,
took 16
2
and 1.
Super Bowl appearances in what 4 years?
3 years
and 1 win. I think I want to say 4, but it might be 3.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I thought they were the first of the could have been 3-peat.
What do you mean?
Like they were the first team that.
The span. Yeah, but I'm saying like in Sirianni's first. I think this was his 4th year, right?
Yes. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So
yeah, he's done great.
Keep him around. I mean, getting Saquon Barkley, like he didn't do a crazy amount. He had almost 100 yards total, but like they had to watch him. Like they had to have their eyes on him.
Just having him, yeah.
Which opened up the pass game, which opened up Jalen Hurts, and yeah, shout out to the Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, Howie Roseman is just all time.
Yeah,
put him in the Hall of Fame now. Honestly, the way he built that team, and then won a Super Bowl, tore the team apart, shredded it, went back to the Super Bowl after rebuilding it, didn't win right away, but then goes back a couple years later and has already now won.
Yeah,
like it's insane. Like this is stuff that franchises take forever to do.
Yeah.
And he's built 2 Super Bowl teams, completely different teams.
Yeah, completely different.
Different
coaches,
it's
different,
unreal.
Like top to bottom, like
a franchise that had never won one.
But they both have the team, the dynamic of Big Dom. So Big Dom,
the MVP,
forever an Eagle.
Saquon. It's funny that like Roseman, I feel like he makes the additions that feel like the obvious no-brainers, but so many GMs don't.
Yeah,
so it's like they must not be quite a no-brainer.
Yeah,
it's easy to say with the benefit of hindsight. Saquon, obviously, anyone that can get Saquon.
You like Saquon?
You better go catch it. Speaking of Saquon, where did he go to college again?
Penn State.
Interesting. Speaking of Penn State, look at what you can have at auction.
No way. No way.
This is a pair of Joe Paterno's iconic, in their words, eyeglasses, lovingly donated by Sue Paterno.
That's crazy.
So how much will you be bidding? I know you'll be in the mix.
I don't have that kind of money.
They legitimately, I'm curious to know what they're going to go for. I don't think it's going to be a lot.
You don't? I think Penn State fans are insane. And guys like, what's his name? Why can't I think of his name? Line.
Darren Rovell.
Yeah, Darren Rovell would love to have that. He
wants it more after the allegations.
Yeah.
Let me put it in perspective, though. When I was trying to pull that up, I wanted to pull up the actual website where they were on to see if you could bid online. You can't. Or at least I don't think you can. And when I was trying to find that, I found a pair of his glasses sold in 2010, which would be before the thing, right?
Yeah.
For only $9,000. only. But like
Yeah, but
he
he
was a
was
legend at the time.
alive. He was a legend.
Now his legacy is tarnished.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to
Yeah, I
go
don't
for
know.
that much.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't have $9,000.
But do you have, speaking of 9,000, do you have 10,000? Because the GOAT receiver, at least my favorite receiver, Stevie Johnson, is bringing back the Buffalo Destroyers Indoor Football League.
Okay,
team.
I saw that. I meant to ask you what it was, but
Yeah, so they were an Arena League team in Buffalo back in the day, and he's bringing them back, and there's ownership opportunities. You can get a 1% stake for $10,000.
that's not too
So
bad.
if anyone wants to put together an ownership group, me and Caleb will do $10 each, and you can pay the rest. And we will let you have 10% of our 1%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Feels
what
like
if we change them to the Buffalo Pigeons?
The Buffalo Pigeons, yes. I think it'll be fun. Like,
yeah, that would be cool.
The Buffalo fans, they have the Bandits, the indoor lacrosse.
Yeah.
And they actually do really well supporting them and stuff. So I'm like, I don't know. If you give Buffalo some more football,
I mean, they're a city like starved for professional sports.
Yeah,
like they only have for sure. They really only have the Bills and the Sabres, and the Sabres are awful.
Yeah.
So, Bills are
why
good
not
these days?
Just give them a little extra football.
Yeah, why not? Football city.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I do wish. I mean, who doesn't wish they had an extra $10,000 laying around? But
yeah,
that'd be so cool.
I'd use to buy the Joe Paterno glasses.
I bet you would. Someone said, "Excellent for looking the other way." I really think Brandon Walker and Mark Titus should buy them for Connor as an apology for pretending to buy him Super Bowl tickets.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out Big Cat and PFT for buying them, though.
That was cool. That was cool to see. They also bought for Pug.
Yeah.
And I noticed watching like a recap of the first episode of Beast Games, which obviously we're way more episodes in at this point. There's a guy in the first episode that you could, if they told me it was Pug, I'd believe them.
That'd be crazy.
He looks a lot like Pug. It's wild.
That'd be awesome.
But in other news, we had on Tuesday night, so yesterday, 2 days
Monday
ago.
night. What? Tuesday night.
Tuesday night. You don't even know what I'm going to say yet.
I don't know.
On Tuesday night, Brandon Ingram agreed to a 3-year, $120 million extension with the Raptors. And this was kind of crazy to me because, I don't know, maybe I've just lost as much faith as I used to have in Jimmy Butler. But Jimmy Butler got 120 over 2 years.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like there should be a world where he makes in 2 years what Brandon Ingram makes in 3.
Yeah.
Brandon Ingram's a good player. And he was averaging good numbers this year.
And
he got a little dinged up. He is one of those players that's forever like 19.
Yeah.
You could tell me he's 19. I'd be like, I guess he is still that young.
He's so young. Yeah, and I was going to say something. Other news, NBA news. Are the Lakers going to have Dalton Knecht? Or are they going to have Mark Williams?
You don't know the toll that 3 trades has on a person.
Yeah.
Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap. Yeah. It's literally, you're going to the Hornets. Psych. Mark Williams failed his physical. You're coming back to the Lakers. Wait. Actually, not even in between that. You're cleared to play. You're expected to play. Then it was like, they are now filing a claim with the NBA saying that
the
Lakers, the Lakers basically lied about his physical so that they could get out of the deal because they decided that they overpaid.
Yeah.
So now there's an official grievance, and now we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Apparently, Knecht did choose not to play because he said he wanted more time to process it. But I'm like, that also, even if that's the case, like even if that wasn't the case, they might have been like, we don't really know what's going on, so we can't really let you play right now.
Yeah.
This is the craziest scenario ever. Meanwhile, the Lakers seem pretty confident that everything's going to hold up with the veto because they signed Alex Len on Tuesday. which will be a good center to have. I would imagine he'll start over Jackson Hayes. He's a much better rim protector.
Yeah.
But Jackson Hayes on those lobs there.
Jackson Hayes is so fun to watch.
That was electric.
I haven't
didn't
watched
realize
a lot of Lakers
when
games.
You pair him, when you pair him with LeBron and Luka, it's just lob city.
Yeah.
Over and over.
I haven't watched a lot of Lakers games this season just because football season, and in my eyes, NBA doesn't start till after the Super Bowl. I know a lot of people say Christmas, but
NBA didn't start till Monday.
Yeah, and it really didn't start till Monday because Luka got his first start as a Laker. And he was looked a little rusty. He hasn't played in over a month and is on a new team. Probably a little nervous about playing for a new team.
He looked good for having not played since Christmas.
And only played 25 minutes ish.
Yeah,
24,
I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So someone told me today that Luka lost a bunch of people a lot of money. I was like, okay, but betting him to go over 24.5 is he hasn't played in over a month.
Yeah, I bet him, but I knew what I was doing. I understood that he hadn't played in a month. I just didn't want to be standing there with my hands empty if he went crazy.
Yeah.
I wanted to be Luka dropped 30 or something. I was in on it and I got some money. But I knew that, he was probably. And I actually said, I was talking to Jimmy and PJ right before the game. We were talking about the bets, and I was like, I bet you as soon as it tips off, or right before it tips off, when the lines are already closed, they're going to say he's on a minutes restriction. Yeah. And sure enough, he had a large minutes restriction, but there was something.
Yeah, right
before tip off. Right before tip off, they were we talked to JJ. He told us he plans to play Luka about 30 minutes tonight. So right away, he was already going to be restricted if it came down to it, which is why he only played 23, 24 minutes because we were saving that. And we were saving some of that in case we need him in the fourth, and we didn't end up needing him because we were blowing him out.
I know we talked about it. I don't know if we talked about it on here, but we talked about it at least on the phone where I was like, man, he doesn't seem like during the press conference and stuff, it was you couldn't tell if he was excited to be on the team. It looked like he was still processing a lot of stuff, but he was all smiles on the bench tonight. Monday night, and was definitely you could tell he was excited to be a Laker.
Yeah, I think getting back to playing is starting to hit him.
Yeah. Did you see the video of him throwing the pass to the assist to LeBron down court? He just had the biggest smile on his court.
As soon as he sees LeBron, his face just lights up.
Yeah.
So funny. He I think he was just in pure shock initially.
Yeah, I would be. Everybody was, but to be your life and everything's changing in an instant,
Oh, I found one. Okay, so I've been looking for. Shoot, I should have found it on the other browser. I've been looking for a picture of Gabe Vincent that shows that he might actually have worse facial hair than me.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm going to pull this up, and it's hard to see, but when I explain it, this picture doesn't show what I saw the other night, but I might be able to describe what I saw based on this picture. So hang with me.
If you listened to yesterday's episode of Yelling at Pigeons,
I'm struggling with my mustache. Okay, so do you see this little patch right here under his... Can you see my cursor?
Yeah.
Under his little... Here on the chin, there's this patch.
Yeah.
So that patch, you're going to have to use your imagination here a little bit. They caught it on the right angle during the broadcast the other night. That patch extends all the way up to here and covers this whole area, and then he's got hair up top here that folds over top of it.
Okay.
So there's nothing there, and he has hair hiding it. It's like a comb-over beard. I've never seen anything
crazy.
Like it.
But his isn't offensive.
No, it's not. It's not. Fortunately for him, it's not. But it is wild. Yeah. I'll look after the show. I'll try to find what we saw. The game had just ended, and I was just on my phone, and Jimmy goes, "Whoa, what is going on with Gabe Vincent?" He was like, "Can you rewind it?" And I rewound it, and it was one of the most insane things I've ever seen for
that's crazy
facial hair, and that's coming from me.
Yeah.
So pretty wild.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, it was super fun watching. Luka's really on the Lakers.
He really is.
That's a real thing.
Yeah,
it's crazy. When it tipped off, I was like, all this stuff with Knecht going on. I'm like, it tipped off. No takebacks now. It's official. It was already official, but it's like officially official. Like he played a game for the Lakers.
Yeah, which is awesome.
And meanwhile, the real story of the Lakers is Austin Reeves.
Dude, undrafted.
He is so good at basketball. Undrafted. He's making a push to be the best undrafted player ever.
Yeah, he definitely has a chance.
So
I know
good.
you bet on what's his name to be most improved, but
It might be Austin Reeves.
it might be Austin Reeves.
You're right. It's not going to be Brandon Miller. He's been really banged up this year.
Yeah.
I have finally seen some people. There was a commentator the other night. Can't remember who for. Who finally someone mentioned JJ Redick in the mix for Coach of the Year.
Okay.
I've been waiting for someone to do I'm like because that was my parlay was Miller and JJ Redick,
Yeah.
the parlay won't hit because like I said Miller's been hurt, but JJ's doing such a good job with this team, and he has them. Bless you. He has them 13 games above 500, I believe. Something Darvingham never did at any point. It's just awesome. Like Reeves, I love D'Angelo Russell. Something about the lineup when we traded him has unlocked Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
Like in his last 5 games, he's averaging 27.4 points per game, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals.
Jeez.
And he's shooting 49% from the field, 48 from 3, and 98% from the free throw line.
Yeah.
The only player in the league averaging 25, 5, 5, and 2 this month.
That's awesome.
In the month of February.
Yeah, that's incredible.
He's insane. Find me a team that has a better not 3, I mean, he's not a 3, but a better third option.
Yeah.
On offense than Austin Reeves.
Yeah. I don't think you can.
He's so good at basketball.
And it's a big 3 that nobody would have expected.
Yeah.
If you told me at the beginning of the season that the Lakers' big 3 would be LeBron, Austin Reeves, and Luka, I might have shot you.
I would have literally, all jokes aside, I wouldn't have taken you seriously.
No.
I would have thought it was some weird, I don't understand your humor. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's a weird joke. I don't understand. Yeah. But that's the big 3, and it's awesome. And we're just getting started. I mean, that was only game 1.
Yeah.
That was only game 1. I'm so excited.
I don't have much left to talk about sports, but I did think of something.
Yeah, go for it. I had some stuff pulled up and it just started lagging out.
Oh, well, if it's lagging out,
in the meantime,
if it's on your computer, I was gonna say, what if we just pulled up a mock draft simulator and did a way too early mock draft? Now that we have everybody, we could do a mock draft where I looked it up. If I took the odd numbers and you took the even numbers, we could draft our own teams as well.
Okay. All right. Well, that can be an option. I still got some basketball stuff I want to talk about, but if it comes down to it, we can do that. So the WNBA started doing. Actually, I don't think this is officially WNBA. I think it's the other league that just started.
Mm-hmm.
But they're doing a 1v1.
Yeah, I saw
tournament, and it's such a cool idea. Someone pointed out they would never do this in the NBA because, Aaliyah Edwards completely shut out Brianna Stewart 12-0. And
yeah, I saw that.
This is why they someone even said they were this is exactly why the NBA won't do a tournament with ones, because you would have a young player that can move better cooking some vet that's supposed to be a star of the league and getting absolutely embarrassed.
And
Stewie's supposed to be one of the best players. Yeah, exactly. And she's supposed to be one of the best players in the WNBA. She got cooked 12-0.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, if you don't know ball that much, you don't realize that not everyone's built for one-on-one basketball.
Yeah.
She's a great player, but she's not a one-on-one player. You know what I mean? But I think it would be really fun if the NBA did that. I would love. They never will, but I would love to see that.
Yeah, that would be fun.
I would absolutely love it.
That'd be a lot of fun.
What else did I have here? Oh, LeBron. So, LeBron's a yo-yo guy.
What?
Apparently, LeBron's a yo-yo guy. So, there's a video of him meeting Puka Nacua after the game. Okay. And he has all this stuff in his hands, and he's just in his slides. And he's like, "Oh shoot, man!" He's like, man, I got this." He used a filler word, but he's like, "I got this yo-yo in my hands, man. I didn't know you were out here. I my hands are full." And he's moving his stuff to try to shake his hand, and I was like, That stood out to me. Yo-yo.
Yeah, yo-yo. And probably good for your hand-eye coordination.
It probably is. Like, is LeBron just in the locker room pregame, just
walking the
doing
dog?
He's just like Spider-Man, basically, just yo-yoing all over the place. I really would like to know.
Imagine someone gets ruled out later this season because LeBron hit him in the face with a yo-yo accidentally. Out yo-yo related incident.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so funny. I want to see some LeBron yo-yo tricks at All-Star Weekend.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I really need. Look, if somehow this reaches a reporter, please ask LeBron about his yo-yo.
Yeah, we need to know.
Like, mention the Puka video. Mention that he said he had a yo-yo in his hands, and ask him if he could do some tricks.
Hold on. Clip.
Okay.
We gotta get a TikTok going because if it
You want
blows
me to
up,
say it again for the clip?
yeah, just something like what is going on with LeBron and his yo-yos or something like that, so that we can get a good clip. So that we'd be like,
I want LeBron to whip out his yo-yo at All-Star Weekend.
All right.
Okay. How about we'll do it like this. LeBron James told Puka Nacua that he has a yo-yo. So LeBron apparently is a yo-yo guy. And All-Star Weekend's coming up. I hope someone asks him about it. I want to see some LeBron yo-yo tricks.
Yeah. If
you doing tricks on it.
If you are in the Big J media right now, we need you to ask LeBron about his yo-yo tricks. Like if he can hit tricks, if he has them with him, like all I want on All-Star Weekend is LeBron yo-yoing because such a small throwaway line of him not being able to shake Puka Nacua's hand turns into him being put on a show for yo-yos would be awesome. Yeah.
I'd rather watch that than like the skills challenge.
I'd honestly rather watch that than the dunk contest this year. Like we know Mac McClung's going to win it.
Yeah, that's true.
And there's no names in it anyway. And we just need something.
Mac McClung dunks over LeBron while he's doing a yo-yo trick.
Yes.
That would be incredible. We need someone, please, if this reaches you, ask him about his yo-yo. We need to see La Yo-Yo.
Yeah, La Yo-Yo.
La Yo-Yo needs to rise.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be that's such I think yo-yoing is such a cool hobby because like some of the tricks people do with them are insane.
Yeah. Did I tell you about the guy at the airport when I went to Florida that had a yo-yo?
No.
This guy, if you're listening, buddy, I hope you're thriving. But he was sketching me out a little bit. He had your typical. He was the guy at school that you're like, he's probably going to come in here with a list someday.
Yeah.
He fit every box for that. Like he checked every box, and he's just standing there. We're all waiting to board. And what do you call that? A terminal?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're all waiting at the terminal, and everyone's chilling, and he's just standing there in the middle of everyone, just doing the most insane yo-yo tricks.
It's awesome.
And it was kind of sick, but also I was like, something's off about this guy.
Yeah.
And he just did a little set for a while, yo-yo tricks, and I don't know if he wanted people to acknowledge him or not. No one did, but I almost went over and like made friends with him so that he would disarm the bomb before he armed the plane.
Yeah.
It was funny, but he was good.
Yeah.
He was good at the yo-yo.
Good at the yo-yo.
Maybe he's a big LeBron fan, you know? He grew up wanting to yo-yo just like LeBron.
Just like LeBron, won't be like Bron. It's not. It's like it's an offshoot of like Mike, but it's like Bron, and you find a yo-yo and you play basketball like LeBron.
Oh man, that'd be awesome. Oh, did you see the video of Oh man, I could try to play it because I don't know the exact quote. Hold on. It was from the Raptors game. As you know, they have a player named Grady Dick.
Yes.
And did you see the video of after he got hurt?
No.
It is an all-time. Someone needs to make one of those little graphics and just have the commentator and have what he said about Grady Dick because it is so funny. Let me play it for you. I can't believe I didn't send this to you. It's so good. Okay, are you ready for this?
Yeah. It's an AO. I can't hear it.
Oh, you can't hear it at all?
No.
Okay, I don't know what the solution to that is, so I'll just tell you what he said. He goes, Grady Dick's laying here on the ground, obviously, and he goes, yeah, somebody got Dick in the face, Craig.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's
Hey
so
yo.
funny.
Oh man.
Oh man,
that is
hilarious. Man.
crazy.
So funny.
Oh
So funny.
man.
Do you have, even though it is like you said, it would be a way too early, do you have a mock draft pulled up, or
No, I
we'll
didn't know if you had
try to find one?
if we could find a simulator or something that's free and quick and easy.
Yeah,
Um,
there's usually tons of them.
but yeah, I always get
Nothing.
excited during mock draft season. I always do an absurd amount of them. Love trying to guess where people will go. Will never be right because some team's going to take an insane reach, without a doubt, and it will change the draft for everybody.
Always.
But if we get something out there on paper, we can build from there. Wait till we see pro days and combine and stuff like that, and tweak accordingly.
What are we? LiAngelo Ball?
Yeah,
Tweaking or tweakers?
You about to drop another song?
Yeah. It's called. Oh man, I know this. I meant to talk about this on Yap. I might be a meme coin guy now, and it's
Okay.
also kind of ruining my life because I've lost money on it. But I bought one that was based on his new song that's coming out, but I can't remember what it was called.
Okay.
Similar to it was called Law and Order.
Okay.
Yeah. Law and Order by LiAngelo.
Isn't that their theme song?
That sounded like when you open Netflix.
Maybe both. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, I almost have this giraffe pulled up. Sounded like I said giraffe.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed how similar those words kind of are, despite being very different?
Yeah, very different. Ooh, I saw this clip of this random local wrestling show, and this guy was dressed as Jeffrey Giraffe from Toys R Us and just kept throwing people over the rope. And this guy came in with an Amazon package and knocked him out, which is just so funny because that's what took out Toys R Us is online shopping.
Yeah, that is funny. Okay, I'm trying to. This is crazy. I'm such a unk right now. I'm stuck in full screen on the draft, and it will not let me exit.
Can you hit escape?
I've hit it, and it won't. I'm trying to make the great escape.
Oh no!
And maybe I can just work with this somehow. Hold on. I'll go back to this, and I might just be able to try it anyway.
You're finally free tonight. Oh,
okay.
We didn't even talk about Josh Allen winning the Super Bowl or winning the MVP.
Winning the Super Bowl. I wish.
Eventually.
Josh
Allen's MVP.
Josh Allen is the MVP.
Who should the MVP should have been?
If you ask me, who should the MVP should have been? A lot of people mad, but honestly, I would say cry harder. That would be my response. Yeah. No, in all seriousness, I think people are so confused. How does Lamar get first team All Pro and Josh gets MVP? It's because they voted on it based on what the criteria is. Yeah. And the NFL, or maybe the Associated Press. I know there was a memo sent out about Comeback Player of the Year this offseason, about emphasizing, reminding them what the criteria is for that award. It's not unreasonable to believe that they sent a reminder about, hey, with these awards in general, let's not forget what the criteria is, and that's value. Offensive Player of the Year, if you want to argue Lamar for that, granted, I'm not going to argue it shouldn't have went to Saquon, but Offensive Player of the Year says the player who had the best season on offense. Yeah. That makes more sense. And then MVP says the player who provided the most value. I'm not going to spend too much time making the same arguments we've already made. But if you take Lamar off the Ravens, they can still lean on Derrick Henry, lean on their defense, and win. They're not going to be nearly as good because Lamar's amazing. But they'd be a lot better than a Josh Allen-less Buffalo. That's kind of what it boils down to. So happy for Josh. I saw a video of an old lady trying to rizz him up on the red carpet. I don't know if you saw that. That was funny.
I did not.
He's just walking by, and she just goes, "Hey, sexy," and he was like, "I'm sorry." She was like, "I want to go." She was like, "I want to go on a date," and he was like, you might have to fight my fiance for that one. She's up there. If you want to talk to her." And she was like, "I want to go to the nursing home," and he was like, yeah, I hear you. I hear you."
That's awesome.
Trying to be nice.
That's awesome.
So funny.
But yeah, I think like what Josh Allen did with less this year than Lamar had, and
Yeah.
Lamar had a 2,000-yard rusher on his team.
Yeah.
Right? Didn't
Like,
Derrick Henry
James Cook, amazing.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry had almost twice the yards.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's a stretch, but still, like James Cook was a lot closer to 1,000 on the money than Derrick Henry was to 2,000 on the money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Derrick Henry was right, just shy of 2,000.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's yeah. I mean, it's a little bit of a broken record argument, but it's just
I'm happy for Josh.
I'm glad he got it. I didn't think he was going to get it. I
Yeah.
thought he should. I had got to the point where I was like, it feels like the vibe with the voters is going to be that Josh gets it. Also, but it would be safe to say we're a Kay Adams podcast, right?
Oh, yeah.
Is this a safe space to say something not necessarily critical of her, but why does she have an MVP vote? She works for a gambling company?
That is true.
That's my problem with it. I don't
that is.
She's qualified to have an MVP vote. Why does she works for a gambling company?
Yeah.
Tom Brady owns a team.
Owns a team, should not have one.
And has an MVP vote.
Yeah.
These people should not have MVP votes.
Yeah.
Like, and people say you're just saying that because they voted for Lamar. Josh still won.
Yeah.
So I'm making a point to say, I would say that if he lost.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it even though he still won. Like, that's pretty crazy to me.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. I don't have a problem with her having a vote at all. I love Cam. But
listen,
not working for FanDuel, that's wild.
Yeah. Listen, if the media sees this and they want to give both of their votes away,
we would gladly take
them. There's two guys right here that would gladly take their votes.
Gladly.
I would vote for crazy people all the time, though, so don't give me the vote.
Yeah.
TJ Watt would be my first place vote every year.
I was going to say, we'll do a pact where we try to cover it up by I always vote for TJ Watt and you always vote for Josh Allen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man. We'll take the votes, though. We'll definitely take the votes.
We will.
And also, Kay Adams, if you want to be like, hey, I don't work for a gambling company anymore. I work for Yelling at Midgets. We can pay you nothing.
And
but we'd love to have you.
And also, sup.
And also, sup. Come on the show.
Hey, is Luke bothering you, Kay?
Yeah, I think it looks more like this guy's bothering you.
Is he bothering you?
This guy, don't worry. I'll intimidate him with my strong mustache.
Yeah.
Scare him away.
But do we want to?
All right, you want to do a draft?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll take first pick, and then we just alternate from there, so we can get our teams.
Okay. Let me share it again.
And then maybe when Tanner gets back, if he stops dodging me,
ducking you again.
We can have a 3-person.
Can you see this?
Yeah, I also have it pulled up on my phone.
Yeah, but you're gonna need to know who's available to do the thing.
Yeah, I'll have it on my phone because I'm gonna do the draft on my phone.
Oh,
along
that makes sense
with it. I'm smart. I know there's rumors here of the Titans trading their pick. I think they said it was available today or Tuesday.
Oh, interesting.
On recording. But I think if they stick and pick, I think Cam Ward might be their option there. I just think I've seen ties there, and I think I'll go a little bold. Instead of Shador, I'll go Cam Ward.
Okay, you're locking it in, Cam Ward?
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. Cam Ward is a Tennessee Titan. The house that Cam Ward built, they're building a new stadium.
Yeah.
Even though they started building it before he got there. But the Browns, wow, this one's interesting because they need a QB, but do you take Shador this high? And would Dion allow that to even happen?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is the question. So maybe they go Travis Hunter. Maybe they trade Myles Garrett to the Bills, which is on our bingo card. And they need a new edge rusher. And they go Abdul Carter.
Yeah.
I'm going to say for now, it's way too early mock, they go Travis Hunter.
Okay. I like it. Well, for me, I think the Giants also need a quarterback, and there's not one on the board right now, even though it's, a weaker. There's not another one on the board besides Shador.
Mhm.
Unless they want to go Milrow later, I don't think you can pass up on a guy like Shador,
Yeah.
even though Abdul Carter is a great player, Mason Graham, great player. Take Will Campbell to solidify that line. But I think it's gonna be Shador here if he's available. And what better than a big city for Shador to play in?
Yeah.
Dion
How
would
about
be very.
Dion? Two of his guys in the top 3.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Be pretty crazy. The Pats, my gut would tell me they're going to trade back, but that's too much to get into that.
Yeah, maybe we'll do one closer than we'll do trades.
Yeah. But for now, I'll go with a positional need. I think they go with T-Mac of Arizona. I think they need a receiver.
Okay.
Again, I think this would be maybe a little bit of a reach at 4, but I don't want to do a trade. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't either. Yeah, back to the Jags. I think they are going to be serious about protecting Trevor, and I think Will Campbell, he's the best tackle in the draft in my opinion. I know he's high on this board, but he plays well, and get the big guys up front to protect your franchise quarterback. Got to go Will Campbell.
I like it. The Raiders probably would have loved to get a QB. Maybe we see them make a move up to get one. But in the meantime, wow, does Genty go this high? They really need a running back.
They do.
Badly. Screw it. Yeah, they're getting Genty.
All right.
I mean, the Jets have something here in their laps that's just insane.
Insane. And I thought that you were going to take him here because with the Max Crosby situation.
Potential move. I will say, if Crosby gets moved and somehow he's there,
yeah,
we're obviously talking about Abdul Carter at this point, then yeah, my pick will be different.
Yeah, but I think Abdul Carter is going to be a generational talent in the NFL. He's incredible in college, so I'm going to go Abdul Carter here.
Yeah, I'm sure Tanner would love to hear. If he listens to this, he's going to be like, there's no shot that happens, but I would love that.
Yeah, but who knows?
That would be great. The Panthers, man, they need everything.
They do.
They literally need everything. So, wow. They probably just go best available at that point. This could be another team that could. I was going to say that could be in the market to trade back, but I don't think so. I think they'll stay put. I think they go Mason Graham.
Yeah,
kind of a chalk pick, but they're going to take the best available. They need a lot.
Yeah. I'm going to go here. Saints need an edge. And I'm between Michael Williams and James Pierce. And I think James Pierce might be the better pro prospect out of Tennessee. So, yeah, I'm going to go James Pierce at number 9, is this?
Yep. James Pierce it is. I like that. The Bears, I mean, we talked about wanting to protect your quarterback. I'm going to go. I haven't done a lot of research on these prospects. I'm just kind of basing it off of positional need and then where they rank for some of these. In this case, I'm going to give them the best O-lineman available, which at this point is Kelvin Banks Jr. If that ends up being the case, maybe they move back a couple spots because they're at 10. Yeah. This website has him ranked as the 16th prospect. Maybe they feel like they can move and still get him. For fun's sake, I kind of would like to see them get Tyler Warren.
Yeah.
But they need to protect their quarterback, their franchise quarterback.
Kelvin Banks. We got the Niners on the clock, who also need a little bit of offensive line help. But I think with Will Johnson on the board, you can't skip on a corner like that. So Will Johnson out of Michigan to the Niners.
I like that. And they're expected to lose. Gosh, why can't I think of his name? And I'm not going to spend forever trying to think of it if it comes to me. I can picture him, number 7. But anyway, that brings up the Cowboys.
Tre'Davious Ward?
Yes, that sounds right.
Wow, ball knower.
Ball knower.
Unless it's wrong, then I'm not a ball knower.
I kept wanting to say Charkandrick Ward, and I was like, that doesn't feel right.
It might be No, I think Tre'Davious.
Yeah, I think it's Tre'Davious.
We're not going to spend all day on it.
Yeah, no. as we do. Dallas obviously would have loved for Genty to still be here for them. What does Dallas need? I would love a running mate for CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure they go that route, but how much do they believe in Ferguson? It could go Warren.
Good.
Nah, give me Luther Burden.
Oh, I thought you were going to go with...
That's what I want.
I thought you were going to go with Matthew Golden, the Texas kid.
Nah, I went with Burden.
Awesome. Well, got the Dolphins. Again, another team that needs offensive line, but it looks like the offensive line start to fall off a little bit, but probably no trades hurts, but I think I'm going to go with them to take Mykal Williams here. He's still on the board.
Love that.
He's going to be very good. Like, go get him. Get your guy.
This is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue.
This is our Colts. He's announcing
win or
draft pick
lose.
this year, right?
Oh, 100%.
He's going to sing it.
Yeah. We love them.
For
the shoe.
Pick
For
Tyler
the shoe.
Warren.
Draft Tyler Warren. Yeah.
We need a
I was just trying to think of the words.
This is our Colts. Great. And I think I'm gonna go personally. I'm gonna go back to back Georgia products here. Staying in Georgia to the Falcons. Malachi Starks. They could use safety help.
Like that. I like when players get drafted by the team in the state they play college ball. I don't know why. It's just cool. Okay, Cardinals. Confusing team a little bit because I expected them to be better this year.
Yeah, way better. And then they kind of got better at the end.
They did, I guess, really a little bit. I'm going to say...
Good enough to be middle of the pack.
Yeah. I was going to go O-line here, but... And this is going to look like more chalk, but... If you look at team needs, they need edge. And edge... With Nick, how do you pronounce that?
Scorton?
Nick Scorton.
Scruton
is available. Was tempted to go Tyler Booker, but we're gonna go Scorton.
I just think offensive line needs are hard. Like guards usually get drafted a little bit later.
Yeah.
Do I? No. I think I'm gonna go. Let's see. They need corner. There's 2 decent corners on the board. They need offensive guard. They need guard. Guards on the board. Tyler Warren to the Bengals would have been insane.
I was saying they would. I was literally just about to say, man, they would love to have Tyler Warren make it to them. They've been looking for that difference maker tight end for a while.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go just because he a little bit bigger name, played in a better. Played in the playoffs. I think Benjamin Morrison at corner to the Bengals.
I like it. Now, I wouldn't have been shocked with a Matthew Golden there.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Yeah.
But I guess, that's another kind of like, if. We talked about the Raiders with Crosby. So.
Yeah.
Falcons. Falcons could really use...
This is the Seahawks.
Uh-oh. Seahawks. I don't know why I said Falcons. Wait. You gave Cameron Williams to the Bengals, right?
But no, you gave Benjamin.
Benjamin Morrison. Okay, good. I thought I clicked on the wrong player on mine, but you should be looking at mine too, so you would have saw that.
Yeah.
And the reason I was going to say that is because I was going to give Cameron Williams to Seattle.
I like that a lot. Get that offensive line built up before you have a quarterback behind him, honestly.
Yep. No sense in reaching for a QB right now. Just get your O-line straight.
Yeah. This is tough because I like Javon Revel and Tyler Booker, but Jalen Walker being on the board at 19 for the Bucks feels like a no-brainer. They need linebacker, but they also need corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go Jalen Walker.
You're going with a lot of Georgia guys.
I am. Just
like
trying to make sure that they don't go to the Eagles.
Howie Roseman. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Denver. I think this is where we see Golden.
Yeah.
I think is where we see him go. Want to get Bo Nix some weapons. They add Matthew Golden.
And then for the Steelers, I think it has to be. This is tough because as a Steelers fan, they never draft a receiver in the first round. Like they're very rarely. But Emeka Ibuka, I feel like fits with the team so well.
He's a stud.
Like I've wanted him on the Steelers for a while, and I'm going to go with him there.
Love that pick. National champion.
Yep.
In case you didn't know. Okay, Chargers. Man, they're gonna be mad. Ibuka just went.
Yeah.
They could definitely use a receiver. Like if you're looking at their needs here, they don't necessarily list receiver first, but they really need a receiver.
They do.
Bad. Wow. Let me see what's left here. I did my boy Alec Manor. Obviously would be a reach, but that's my guy. All right. Well, I guess with Ibuka going, they're gonna have to go elsewhere. Get receiver later. So we're going Siobhan Revel.
Yeah.
Cornerback, East Carolina.
That's a good pick. Too bad there's not a receiver that the Packers could pick here.
Yeah.
Just kidding. They wouldn't. Let's see. They need corner, edge, receiver. Their top three. There's not really incredible guys left at that spot, so I think they could use a center, use a D tackle. So I'm thinking probably Derek Harmon here at D tackle just to close up the middle. We're going to Derek Harmon.
Nice. Yeah, they could desperately use a corner. I think they'd probably move on from Jair this offseason.
Yeah.
If the opportunity's there, I don't know what his contract looks like, dead money and whatnot, but if there's a way to get out, I think they do. But at this point, with the corners off the board, they probably have to go elsewhere. That leaves us with the Vikings, who also need a corner, and there also is no corners. They will instead go Tyleek Williams.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Ohio State.
Yeah. And then the Texans, more offensive line needs, more D tackle needs, wide receiver, tackle. It's hard. I don't think we have had many guards go. So I think I'm going to go Tyler Booker here. He's a good athletic guard that can help protect. They will need a tackle eventually, but guard is definitely
I think you're happy to get Tyler Booker at 25.
Yeah.
So I like that. Next we have the Rams picking at 26. Another team that's probably going to need a receiver because they're going to trade Cooper Kupp. But don't really like one here necessarily for them.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna go tackle here and go with Josh Simmons,
Okay. The Ohio State.
the Ohio State again.
For the Ravens, I'm gonna go with Jalen Milroe.
I was gonna say kicker probably. They could use a new one.
Okay, well my draft just reset, so that sucks. I'll just lean forward.
Okay.
Offensive
thinking here?
line, corner. Are there any good corners? Trey Amos isn't bad. Out of Ole Miss. Yeah, I think just going chalk and going Armand Membo. Like,
Gotta protect Lamar.
You got to protect Lamar.
I like it. All right, next we have the Lions. You know what? I feel like the Lions, and they had an example of this with Hutchinson. They like that homegrown talent.
Yeah.
I think they go Kenneth Grant here.
Okay.
Use a D tackle, something in the interior. Hutchinson probably going to be banging on the table for them to pick him.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a bold pick here.
Okay.
It's not on their team needs, but Zach Ertz is getting old. And a safety net tight end like Colston Loveland, I think, would be a great fit.
Didn't they draft one relatively early last year, though?
Did they? I might be tripping.
Senate, I believe.
Maybe. Let me look this up.
I want to say he was second or third round, which is still not like, if it's third, that's not high enough to be like he's for sure the next guy.
Yeah.
But he might be.
Yeah, I don't. Senate, he's their third right now. So. Yeah, he only played this year. But, I mean, we've seen it happen with the Raiders go and get another tight end the next year.
True. And their tight ends are old anyway.
And I think I actually like Harold Fannin Jr. more. He was like the Bowling Green kid.
Yeah.
At the 36th ranked guy right there. I think I like him more. Like I think let the Commanders go up and cook and make a bold move, and he could be the tight end of the future there.
I have heard a lot of good things about him. That's the pick then?
Fannin? Yeah, that's the pick.
Now, Sean McDermott would probably love to draft a guy named Jihad, but I'm not sure that's the fit here. So I think we're going to need safety, but I have my eyes on a different safety that we can get later. Is this where we go? If I know Brandon Bean, he's going to trade back again, but we'll pretend he's not going to.
Great podcasting.
It's fantastic. Fantastic podcasting right here. And that's because I'm going to have the Bills take... You know what? We are going to go ahead and grab a safety, and it's going to be Xavier Watts out of Notre Dame.
That's a good pick.
I really like... is it Makuba from Texas?
Yeah, he's good too.
Really like him. That's who I was referencing when I said there's someone we can get later.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you scroll up a little bit on the players? Definitely. Okay, need D tackle, receiver.
You're making the pick right now, the how did the Bills let the Chiefs get blank pick.
Yeah.
An annual tradition.
They needed to protect Patrick Mahomes. Can you scroll down to see if there's any offensive line? Not really. There's a tackle there.
Tackle. They could use a tackle.
They could.
Their guards are their strong suit.
I'm going to go with Josh Connerly from Oregon.
I like it.
Yeah, I think he was a stud. He protected Dylan Gabriel pretty well this year. I mean, they had a very good season until playoff, but ran into the better team.
For Philly, I was hoping there'd be someone from Georgia around.
Yeah.
but it does not look like it. Okay, so
Sorry,
they
I drafted all of them.
You did, honestly, you did. I have a guy in mind, but I think they're gonna try to wait until the second round. Okay. They're gonna go Jackson Dart here for sure.
Yeah.
No. I just feel like I can see Jack Sawyer on the Eagles, but I don't think
definitely
this high.
I don't either, but I could definitely see it, and it could be like go off the same like drafting guys from the team that just won the championship.
Yep. Like I feel like he's gonna be on their radar for sure. But for now, given the position of the draft,
I could also see him as a Steeler.
Oh yeah, he's got T.J. Watt written all over.
Yeah.
Like,
And
I'm not saying he's going to be as good as T.J. Watt, but
they
like
love
that vibe.
drafting Ohio State guys.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't?
Me.
Okay, they're gonna do what McDermott probably would have wanted to. Jihad.
There you go. And that is the official Yelling at Sports mock draft 1.0.
Yes.
And this has
there will be more.
Yeah, like just get a screenshot of that so we can put it out on Thursday. This is kind of just a glimpse into what we're going to do post-football season. Guess what? Still football.
Yeah, still football. It's always going to be football. And, we're going to be trying to fix NFL teams for free. And we don't even get paid for it.
We'll run some.
So you're going to hear a lot of. There's going to be a lot of. There's going to be a lot of that. Yeah, I don't know, Jim.
And Tanner might teach us about soccer. Tanner might teach us about a little bit of hockey. We might get Tanner if we can get him on the show. If you stop dodging
baseball. Not a big baseball guy, but maybe
baseball.
Maybe become baseball.
Yeah, I'm wearing my Pirates hat.
We teach him basketball.
Yeah,
he went to a basketball game. He's a new man.
Yeah, well,
he probably didn't have the time of his life because somehow in the year 2025, neither team reached 100 points.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Just shocking.
Maybe he's a big defense guy.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe that's why he's not gotten into basketball. Not enough defense. So now he saw that and he's like, basketball's back.
Yeah, maybe the defense.
That
plays
game
basketball.
is crazy because, the defense plays basketball. Listen, if the Lakers start playing lockdown defense, I'm throwing that around. It's funny because that game he went to Nets Hornets, and he said there was 64, I believe, combined points in the first quarter.
It's insane.
And then neither team had 100 points.
Yeah, insane.
It's wild. But wow, okay, not too bad. I thought we probably went really long on that draft.
Yeah, no, it was.
I had an idea. We don't have to do this week because we've already had plenty of time. But throwing this out there, we could start ending the show with an immaculate grid.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Might be kind of fun.
Yeah, well, it's not this not this week.
No, not this week. But I just had it pulled up, so it reminded me, and I wanted to tell you before I forgot. All right, that's been Yelling at Sports.
Yeah,
another week in the books. Football, just like the Duolingo bird. Football is dead right now.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to football until the UFL comes back in March.
And we will. We'll talk to you next week.
Catch you guys next time. Peace.